I'm a non-Hindu, but honestly, I'm obsessed with Hinduism, and I get so many questions from other non-Hindus about Hindu mythology, gods, and stories. Today, I'm answering one of the most asked questions. You know, this question always bothered me. If Hanuman could lift mountains, fly across the ocean, and fight demons, then why didn't he just rescue Sita himself? Like, seriously, what was the point of an entire war if one devotee had the power to end it in a day? But when I actually looked deeper into this part of the Ramayana, the answer completely changed how I think about power, faith, and even life itself. So here's what really happened. When Hanuman reached Lanka and finally found Sita in the Ashok Vatika, he didn't just give her Rama's ring. He also offered to take her back. He literally said, "Mata, I can carry you across the ocean right now. Rama will see you before the sun sets." But Sita refused. And this is where the story shifts from mythology to philosophy. Because Sita wasn't refusing rescue. She was protecting truth. She said, "If Rama doesn't come here himself and defeat Ravana, the world will never know that truth can stand taller than power." And that line, that one choice, changed everything. See, the Ramayana isn't a superhero story. It's not about who's the strongest. It's about who stands for what's right, even when shortcuts look easier. Hanuman could have done it. He had every reason, every skill, every ounce of strength. But if he had rescued Sita, it would have turned the story into his victory. Not Rama's, not Dharma's. And that's the whole essence of his greatness. Hanuman wasn't created to show what power can do. Think about this. Ravana and Hanuman were both incredibly powerful. One used his power for desire, the other used it for discipline. Both could change the world, but only one understood that control is greater than strength. And that's exactly why Rama called Hanuman my mirror, because power without humility becomes ego. And that's what destroys kings, not enemies. So here's the simple reason Hanuman didn't just carry Sita away. Think of it like this. Imagine you're playing chess and your friend is the king. You have a powerful piece, let's say the queen, that could win the game in one move. But if you move it too early, before the king makes his strategic moves, the whole plan fails. Hanuman was like that queen. He had the ability to act, but Rama's role was like the king's plan. Every battle, every move, every step had to happen in sequence. If Hanuman had acted on his own, the strategic balance of the entire war, the story of Dharma itself, would have collapsed. In other words, Hanuman's power was not meant to override the plan, it was meant to support it at the right time. So, it was about timing and order. The strongest actions need to follow the proper sequence to preserve the intended outcome. And that's why Rama's victory, the bridge, and Diwali could happen exactly as it did. And trust me, this is just the beginning. There are so many questions non-Hindus ask me about Hinduism. Some of them are shocking, some are super controversial, and I'm covering one by one them in the next upcoming videos. So if you want to actually understand these stories and the meaning behind them, make sure you hit subscribe, because the next videos are going to be even more interesting.